Hey YouTube, it's Sarah. So I know I haven't updated in maybe 2 weeks or more. The reason for that is that my life has been very chaotic lately. On Friday, so about 4 days ago, I think that's right, my daughter turned 1 and we had family in town. We threw a huge party, so there was a lot of preparation for that. The weekend before that I had a bachelorette party for a wedding I'm in a couple weeks, and so I wasn't home and there's been a lot going on. So things are finally starting to calm down. Other than the 2 weddings that I am in a couple weeks, 2 weddings, 1 weekend. Other than that, I am starting to see my year calm down. I have literally had something going on every single weekend, whether it be us going out of town, or people coming in town, or parties I'm throwing, or just other events that I have to go to every single weekend since January 1st. So this weekend, as in like August 2nd and 3rd, I'm doing nothing. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Originally I did have plans and we're now babysitting, so I had to cancel those, and secretly I'm a little thrilled because I'm exhausted and just want to stay at home and be a hermit for a weekend. So other than babysitting for a couple hours Saturday night, that's it, and I'm excited. So now I should be having more time, I guess, in theory, to vlog. The flip side of that is I may not have as much to vlog about, so we'll see how it works out. But today I wanted to talk to you about my big goal in life, I guess, my big dream that I've been trying to accomplish since I was 16 years old. That's been almost 13 years and I've never gotten anywhere near it. It's very simple, and many people get to do this, or have done this, or are doing this. I haven't. So my big goal that I've been trying to accomplish for so long is that I just want to travel to Europe. So it's so simple. It really is. But unfortunately, I've never been able to do it. My husband has. He went in high school with the school and went to a bunch of different countries, so he doesn't quite feel the same sense of urgency to go that I do, because I've never been and it's something that I've been wanting to do for so long. And the longer I go without doing it, the older I get, the more I want to do it and the more I keep thinking about it. And there have been some things along the way that just came up instead of. We decided that for our honeymoon we were going to go to the Caribbean, because even though I wanted to do Europe and that was my first choice, my husband knew that once I got over there I was just going to want to see everything and try to sightsee and do 100 different things at once, and he wanted to relax. And he really does have a point, because I know that when I go over there I have a list of things that I want to see and do, and it wouldn't have been relaxing. So instead we went to St. Lucia, which was absolutely beautiful. It was great and I loved it and I had a great time, and I would absolutely go back in a heartbeat. So I'm not complaining about that at all. Don't think that I am, but that's just, we had the opportunity but we chose not to do that. And then we had Taylor last year, and the whole year before that I was pregnant, and so, things just keep happening, life gets in the way, and things just keep coming up. But now I actually spoke with my husband yesterday, and I asked him that if next year I turn 30, and the year after that, a couple months after that really, is our 5th wedding anniversary. 5th wedding anniversary. So I asked if we could do a trip to celebrate both of those things, because they're kind of like milestones, I guess. And I didn't get a no. He didn't outright say yes, but I didn't get a no. And that is progress, because I have been asking him to go for years. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I think that I've made some progress. And so then as we were talking about it and, you know, discussing different opportunities, ultimately I started out saying, hey, can we go on a trip? And he asked me where I wanted to go, and I don't know why he knew that, because he had to have known what I was going to say. But I said I wanted to go to Europe. Now granted, I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen. So if that doesn't, then I would still like to go someplace else, more local, meaning the United States. But I'm going to pretend like it's going to happen. I'm going to plan like we are going. And I did ask him, I said, can we just say maybe? And at first he was like, sure, we can say maybe. But he wasn't being serious at all. So I clarified saying, can we just act like we're going to go, start putting money aside to save up to go, to buy our plane tickets, to buy our, you know, pay for hotels, spending money, all of that. And then if we go, fantastic, we are prepared. If something happens or whatever and we can't go, then we have some money set aside, and that's not a bad thing. So, you know, I think he liked the sound of that. So right now that's what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start putting money away for it. I actually kind of started last, I don't know, October, putting just little bits and pieces away when I can, not very much to really, you know, accumulate quickly, but a little bit so that I have a little bit of a start. But that's really been, and to be honest, that's the reason I've never gone, is the financial reason, because it's so expensive. It's almost $1,000 or $8,000 for a plane ticket, and then you still need everything else. When I was younger, actually I was probably like, you know, 18, 19, 20, I actually was planning a year-long backpacking trip. I wanted to backpack. That's what I wanted to do. And I knew I would never really be able to go for a year, but I certainly enjoyed researching it and planning it. That was half the fun for me. I love to plan. So I did a lot of that, and I still have all my notes and everything. So now I can actually go back and look and see what I have and, you know, kind of update things, and that's kind of where I'm going to start. So with that said, I actually would like to start trying to plan this. So I know how much money I am going to need to save up, or we are going to need to save up, but also because it's just so much fun. And even if we don't get to go in the end, I had fun planning it. I had fun reading about these things. So I'm just gonna go like that, and I'm gonna start doing a travel vlog. Meaning it'll still be on my channel here. I'm going to start a playlist separately, I think, and then anything I do, like, for this trip, all my vlogs, I'll put in there. I haven't decided if I'm going to do any other travel vlogs. I might. We do travel a lot. We go out of town a lot. Usually it's someplace close, or we go back to Kansas to visit my family, but those are never like big trips. They're like for a weekend or 4 days or something, and they're always like, hey, we're staying with family or something. So it's never like a major trip, and it's never a vacation. It's a trip. So I may put those in, I may not, I'm not sure yet. But I love traveling, so I am going to start a travel vlog for sure, and I'll record everything in planning this trip, whether it be like research, or if I have to purchase things for it, or just talking about it because it's fun for me. So with that said, my first thing that I want to do is I'm actually going to need to start researching where I want to go. Because like I said, I have a whole year's worth of a trip planned out. Obviously you can't fit that into like a week, and I don't even know if I'm going to get to go for a whole week. It may be 5 days. I don't know. Maybe it'll be 10. It really depends on where we are in our lives next year. With that said, my birthday is in September, so I would like to go probably around my birthday, because that does give us a little bit of extra time to plan and prepare. Our 5th wedding anniversary isn't until May, so really it's like a little more than 6 months before that, but I don't want to go over in winter, I don't think. So September would be ideal. And I know that in September in Germany is Oktoberfest, which would be awesome. On the other hand, Germany is not as high on my trip list of places that I want to go, and my husband's been there. So I'm kind of leaning towards like London, the UK, that whole country, or Italy. I don't think he's been, well, my husband has been to Italy. He's been to Venice, but I think that was the only place in Italy. And he's never been to the UK. So I would like to choose one of those two places. For Christmas, actually, one of my friends got me this awesomeness because she goes to London a lot, and I think she's been like 5 times, and she said that this book is her favorite. So she actually bought this for me for Christmas, and I had kind of started reading it when I got it, but then I had set it down, and I just picked it up again today. So I got my little bookmark here. I've been reading. I haven't gotten very far yet because I've had a million other things to do today, but I have gone through the top 10 London's top 10. And as you can see, I went through and highlighted things that I think are must-dos, like the British Museum and Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London, that kind of thing. And I'm just gonna, as I go through this, I want to highlight things that I want to do. They're like, I have to do this if we go. And then, of course, I can narrow down from there. That's what I'm going to do for, like, London. The other appeal to London is I am such a nerd. I love it. I love Doctor Who. And obviously a lot of it's filmed there, or it's filmed in Wales. And I could go see those. I could go to Cardiff and see the Doctor Who experience. And I would love to do that. And that sounds just really cool to me. So I'm going to go through and like read all of this, and then after I get done and I figure out like kind of lists and things that I want, then I'll go through and I'll get a book on Rome or Italy, and I'm going to do the same thing. And I know that makes me sound like a big nerd, but I think it's fun. And even if I, go to London and I don't even go to Italy and I read all these things about it, who cares? That's fun. So that's what I want to start doing. And I think, maybe I'll make a video after I get done with this book, and I'll review the book itself, and then I'll kind of talk about my list of must-do things. So that's part of the fun of trip planning and preparation, and I hope that you enjoy this vlog and this whole journey that I'm about to embark on. So if anybody has any suggestions for things to do in London, any recommendations for places to eat, places to stay, sightseeing things. I'm really interested in history and art and culture, and I can't wait to see everything that there is to see, because there's so much more to this world than the United States. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Also, if you have any ideas on things I can do for, to save money or to make a little extra money on the side, anything like that I can put directly into that travel fund and save to make my dream come true, let me know, because I am all ears for that. And then, I'll keep everybody updated as I figure out more and have more to talk about. But right now, I'm going to go read, because I could go on and on forever, and I don't think you want to listen to me forever. So, I will see you guys later, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.